Today, we venture into the underworld of the dark scam of stolen and recovered cars here in Australia, in a country where over 2.5 million cars are sold each and every year, with more than 250,000 of these cars are written off each year. That's almost 5,000 a week. With these many cars crashed and astray every single day, it's no stranger as to the mounting size of fraud and dodgy vehicles existing in the country.
Two teenagers, two stolen cars.
Queensland families have been terrorised, robbed at knife point.
The ute was dumped and returned damaged to its owner, but the crooks took the other two for a joyride.
So instead of buying a used car being fairly easy, it's now way more easy to be ripped off by a legitimate scam. These cars look so good, being fully repaired and rebirthed in such a way that it would sneak past even the best of us. And not only that, these cars can be seriously dangerous with terminal mechanical and safety issues. Today, we focus specifically in the city of Melbourne, Victoria, where the rate of these written off vehicles are skyrocketing. I investigate the full cycle of these cars, from damaged car auction houses such as Mannheim and Pickles to those illegally abandoned cars, and how each work closely together with wreckers, panel beaters, and mechanics. I'll be looking for answers to highlight what is really going on behind the scenes as we take a look at three major districts that are notorious for the home of these dark scams: Dandenong, Campbellfield, and Tullamarine. My name is Clay Wong. Let's begin. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Clay Wong, and today we're going to be going inside the underworld of the dark scam behind stolen and recovered cars here in Australia, but specifically in Melbourne. We're having a look at one of the suburbs known as Dandenong. This area here is notorious for a lot of wrecked, recovered, stolen, rebirthed, and of course abandoned cars. This particular street is called Podmore Street. It connects to John Street and Frederick Street on the other side. It is known for one of the biggest areas of basically these stolen and recovered cars out here. There's a lot of things that you guys need to know about these cars because they are being sold and passed off as repaired and seemingly okay cars to drive, but immediately as we walk on to Podmore Street, we see a flock of cars here that are just completely abandoned on the side streets of these homes and these industrial estate areas here. So guys, have a look at that. I don't really want to be trespassing someone's property, but as you can see, we've got Golfs, Corduros, Kias, Hondas, Subarus, Hyundais, and of course this Tucson over here. These are literally just abandoned over here with no registration plates, nothing at all. This is immediately a telltale sign of cars seemingly abandoned out here. If you guys know anything about Dandenong, it's notorious for a lot of robberies, a lot of theft, a lot of crime. They call it Dandenong one of the most dangerous cities in Melbourne for a reason, you know, just glass bottles here on the ground here. To be honest guys, man, I'm literally stepping on glass, so I don't want to be doing this video too noticeably out here because it is a not a really safe place to be. So I'm going to be trying to get this content for you guys so that you guys can see what is up when it comes to these stolen and recovered cars. So these places that you're looking at, they're predominantly wreckers, but these wreckers, well, they are the homes of the people that buy these stolen, abandoned, and recovered cars. So you can see they've got no registration. They are going to be parted out in most cases for the interior trims, their bumpers, their wheels, just spare parts, their engines, and then they're going to be sold and reattached to better condition cars that you may see being sold as new, repaired, great condition. There are a lot of dodgy cars out here in the country, and you can see this is a body shop, so they are fixing all of these cars that are honestly a little bit questionable. Oh my god guys, have a look at this. So this is one of the wreckers, it looks like. I don't know if it is. There's no information. But you can see there are cars abandoned, broken, written off and crashed beyond belief. It's actually astounding to see cars like this because it honestly hurts my soul. Genuinely, like there is nothing here that states that it is a wreckers, but we're just going to walk quickly past. You can see the state of some of these cars. That Camry, I think that's a Nissan Pathfinder or something. Don't even look like establishments or shops that you can go in to buy parts from. So I don't know, there's no signage there, like still no signage, so I don't know whether or not, oh, there's a little opening here. Looks like they're fixing some cars here. Yeah, the state of some of these shops are just... Hey there, are you guys wreckers or panel beaters or...
None.
Oh, none. Yeah. Oh, what do you guys do here?
Scrap.
Scrap, okay.
Yeah.
So do you guys part out cars or just
No.
crush them?
Those guys do.
Oh, those guys are the panel beaters? Oh, okay, cool. So how do most of the cars end up here, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm not sure.
You're not too sure? Okay, that's all good. Thank you for your time, mate. Okay, so we got a little insight. I thought personally it said LMCT on the side, which means they're car traders, car dealers, car yard, but seems like the staff actually call them scrap yards. So that's very interesting to see. Hi guys. Hi guys. Are you guys car wreckers?
This one, what do you after?
I'm just asking, just doing a video of the area for YouTube. Yeah, making a video.
I think they fix cars.
And they fix cars here? Oh, okay, nice.
I think.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Take care. I don't know if that's exactly what they do. You know, this is just what we're hearing from them. But you can see Liberty just thrown up there. Another car here just on top of a tow truck. It's clear and evident that a lot of these cars out here, well, cannot be driven. Just look at that. It's next to a train station as well, so you know. Interesting things going on here. You've got a tow truck bringing in a wrecked car, going to be parted out for a plethora of parts. So guys, I really wanted to come to you guys on a weekday. This is Monday at about 12 o'clock, and it's just a showcase of what people are doing in these institutions. You can see there are so many tow trucks here. Absolutely insane. There's not a lot of people that are literally shopping around, but guys, wow, crazy sights. You've got an Aristo or a GS300 over there. This is really hard for me to see as a person because I love all cars, and to see them not being utilized or fixed, they literally say car recycling and car removal there on that sign. It's just sad to see the cars just not living their life that, I guess in a lot of ways, these vehicles were built to serve. So we're gonna go across the street. I saw a bunch of cars over there as well. Honestly, it's just such a huge contrast because after seeing what we saw at the Campello show, where we saw Adrian Portelli, Troy Candy and Dan Rue's crazy car collection, amongst some other amazing cars that we have out here in Melbourne, to see cars like this, yeah, it just makes me feel a little bit uneasy. We've got all of these cars over here. You've got Golfs, Mondeos, no Regos, no plates, nothing. You've got a really nice 1 Series convertible here. Well, I guess once was nice. Hey mate, how are you? Just making a quick video. Just for YouTube. Okay, we're just gonna make a quick move out of here. Seems to be people that are unhappy with me filming, so I just want to capture and show you guys what is actually going on when it comes to these stolen and ridden off recovered cars, because guys, this is actually a real thing. People are handing out these cars, selling them as good for use, whatever the case may be, and it's just something that I think we all need to know and find out as owners of cars. So it looks like that person is trying to pick up a car, find some car parts. Honestly shattering. Look at these. They've literally just towed these two cars. We've got cars. What the heck? Look at that thing. Oh my god, look at this SS. Completely smashed window. This thing has an LS1 in it. It's a Crewman, 4-door. Ute. This thing is still so clean of a car. It's a manual. It's a manual. I don't think I can get over this thing though. We're gonna try and do this as discreetly as possible because everyone is looking at me now. You've got so many car wreckers over here. We'll just have a quick walk. There is a crazy setup right behind this camera right now. here. They just have nowhere else to go. Once cars reach this level of damage, whether or not they were taken for a joyride by the thefts, you don't know how bad the engine has been. You don't know when it comes to these cars. So they often get written off by insurance companies. Oh guys, literally cars are being brought in as we speak. So there's things called economical write-offs, which are statutory write-offs. If the insurance company deems it as being basically too much money or too much time to fix, they're written off and they can't go back to the streets at all ever again. On top of that, you've also got things like repairable write-offs. And in this case, a lot of cars could potentially pass off as repairable write-offs, and then people would try their best to fix them and to put them back on the street. Oh, you've got someone there also taking photos. Maybe I should ask him. Hey mate, how are you? Yeah, just filming a quick video.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey, do you own this place?
Yeah, what about?
I'm just trying to film some of the cars here. Just trying to see if there's any good deals or anything.
Nah, no deals here, man.
Okay.
We don't sell nothing.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
sell nothing.
Okay, nice. Oh my god, is that a 180? What? Midnight purple? With raised tees, they look genuine. That is a midnight purple 180 SX, guys. What? That's sick. And an SS here? Holy moly. That's... Hi there, I'm just looking at this 180 here.
Okay, sorry, just no photos if you're taking.
Okay. Hey guys, that's a little look at that. Okay. Wow. There are some serious cars over here, and honestly, in my mind, I did not expect to see a midnight purple 180 there. That was insanely clean. Maybe they've done insurance jobs on these cars some way, shape or form. Here in Dandenong, which is already notorious for thefts, crime, robbery. They don't know what they're reportedly doing with these cars. None of them are for sale. Just leaves a lot of open-ended questions. So right now, oh my god, you've literally got a cemetery here. Okay, I think yeah, let's probably end the video here. Let's pay our respects for everyone that's there. But yeah, it's just wild to see basically the death of cars just back there, and then to see a literal human cemetery right here. This is definitely hard hitting to the max, and yeah, I honestly, yeah, I really want to get out of here right now. So I'm gonna get back to the car and we're gonna go back and get out of here. This is a freaky place. Like, I got goosebumps right now. Yeah, this is yeah, not really where I want to be. All right, let's go on this side of the road. Okay, on to our next stop. Let's go.
Turn right onto Fordson Road, then you will arrive at your destination.
Alright guys, we are about to arrive at our next destination. We have driven for the past 45 minutes to get here. You can see there are people cleaning up the roads, and wow, absolutely insane. I don't know if you guys can see this clearly, but so many wrecked and abandoned cars here.
You have arrived.
You've got a car wrecked on the left. Absolutely insane. This place looks definitely on another level compared to what we saw in Dandenong. It is just, whoa, this is absolutely crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go park my car up and we're gonna have a quick stroll and see what the heck is going on out here. Alright guys, we've made it to our next destination. We are now here at Campbellfield. We managed to find a spot parked at Vinnie's, which, if you guys don't already know, is a little bit of a Salvation Army. Immediately straight away, you're immersed into the world of these abandoned cars that we have out here. Having a look at this, there is a lot of cars, quite a lot to see. If I have to say so myself, I'm just pretending like I'm not filming them just because they are watching me. But if you have a look here, look at this Mercedes-Benz, completely wrecked. They're basically unrecognizable. These cars all belong to the wrecker here, and you can see they're literally moving cars via forklift. So guys, I've been told to come to this specific street called Fordson Street out here in Campbellfield, and I was told to be very careful because, well, people just don't want things to be seen. But as you guys can see out here, guys, it is basically the heart of Wreckers Essential. Wow. New BMWs being absolutely destroyed. All open. Oh my god. Look at these roads. It looks like they've been here forever. But basically you'll see these new cars, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. So I was actually just going to continue talking, but I saw someone in the car. Check out this E90 here that's completely unrecognizable. E93 convertible. So we are walking amongst trading hours. It is Monday. It is about 1 o'clock. Like I said before, when we were in Dandenong, it's heart-wrenching to see cars just beyond repair, beyond the state of literally being put back on the road. They've had their engines taken, all the VIN numbers are generally taken, and as we spoke to a few people before in the shops, they just don't really want to talk. And I feel like that is a little bit of a concern when it comes to the institutions that they have out here. So this thing has got glass everywhere, but just in this particular area, the amount of abandoned cars here is ridiculous. Yeah, it's really hard for me to talk about these topics with you guys because it's obviously not the funnest thing to do. And when it comes to that, like this, completely abandoned, it is actually completely illegal for things like this. So in saying that, this video isn't meant to bring light to these wreckers or what they're actually doing, but rather it's to understand that these cars here have had a dark life. Whether or not it's an insurance job, whether or not it was an accident, whether or not it was something malicious, it has been extraordinarily alarming to see just the sights that we've seen out here. Like, just take a look at this. This is just crazy. This is our first taste and look at some of these crazy sad cars that we have out here in Campbellfield. Honestly, it's literally a graveyard. We'll go to our next spot, which is still in the city, only the next road. I have a truck that looks like it's going to hit me, but it is definitely being towed, guys. What the heck? Alright guys, we seem to have found a good spot out here. So this one on the right here specifically has so many it's actually insane. Yeah, there are so many wrecked cars here. For the purpose of what? Honestly, we don't actually know. But you can see that this wrecker has an abundance of cars. The way that they've set it out here in Campbellfield is definitely different to what it looks like in Dandenong. Dandenong has more kinds of order in the way that they stack their cars. And I guess that's a good thing, but when you come to places in Campbellfield, it's just thrown in basically all kinds of locations. Looks like a ex-delivery car of some sort. Golf completely smashed and caved in on the side. And you've got a car, oh my god, there's glass everywhere on the ground, just gotta be super careful. And you've got a Pulsar literally sitting on its freaking brakes, guys. What the heck? In a lot of ways, this car would be considered slammed. But out here, this is just... We're gonna make our way around this area called Truck City Drive. Very ironic the way that it sounds and it's called, because of the fact, well, trucks bring cars here like this. No plates, again. You know, in my time, I've also purchased a written-off vehicle that was unbeknownst to me as a written-off car, and it was a disaster. I go over it in my video with my S15. It was actually the first S15 that I ever bought, and that was a disaster. To see if potentially these cars are in the midst of being engineered with a VAS certificate to then be passed off as a registered road legal car, but we will never know the extent of what these cars have been through, whether the car has had mechanical damage when they were stolen, whether they were overheated. We do not know. What the mechanics and specifically the engineers are most concerned about is the body and whether or not it is deemed to be road registerable yet again. So this car looks fine, just no plates. Definitely an eerie place to be. You know, the weather kind of sets the mood out here in Melbourne, and the vibe is just so different from doing a car review in any way, shape. And I really wanted to show you guys a contrast of what Melbourne's true car scene is like when it comes to cars that haven't really had the love that they deserve. Maybe they've been crashed, maybe they've been damaged. You know, things like this is just unsightly. Wow, have a look at that. I really want to have a good look at that, but I think there'd be someone inside, so we're not gonna go. It is a business day today, guys, so we just want to be mindful that there are people operating here. Hey mate, how are you? Are you bringing some cars in today?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Do you drive the trucks for the company?
Yes.
Oh, nice, man. Where do most of the cars come from, if you don't mind me asking?
Like, I'm just like, I'm work from Adelaide to Melbourne.
Oh, okay. From Adelaide to Melbourne. Oh, you drive from Adelaide to Melbourne.
Yeah. Sometimes Brisbane, sometimes Perth, sometimes Sydney.
Wow, that's a long drive.
Yeah.
That's insane. Crazy drives.
Yeah.
Awesome. So do you basically find the wrecked cars from Adelaide and bring them here, or?
So like, it's the company sends the like car garage or like
Okay.
the something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what they do with these cars when they get them?
So like, I'm seen here. So like, when I like drop the scrap cars
Yeah.
here, it's like they remove parts. So it's like which car is, so which part is
Okay.
best. So like,
They take it
window,
away. Yeah.
Yeah, and like door and wheels, tires,
Of course.
so testing batteries.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, and the cell like in a parts.
In
So,
parts,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Wow, it's cool. It's very sad to see a lot of these cars. What was your name?
Sahaj?
Sahaj, thank you.
Yeah.
Where do you see a lot of abandoned cars and damaged cars in Campbellfield? Is it mainly on this street here, Truck City Drive?
No. So like it's mainly like it's a few suburbs.
A few suburbs.
Yeah.
I was just in Dandenong before. Which one do you think is the worst suburb in the whole of Melbourne?
Like for the cars?
Yeah, for the cars.
Campbellfield.
Campbellfield. Number 2?
Yeah.
What about number 2?
Like Tullamarine.
Tullamarine. Oh,
Yeah.
whereabouts in Tullamarine?
Like it's what it is called, the I forget the company name.
But there's a street, yeah? Do you know the street?
It's Springbank Street.
Springbank Street.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to go check that out. Nice to meet you. Keep up the good work. There you have it, guys. A little bit of an insight from one of the drivers for some of these companies out here. So, yeah. Wow. Check this out. Absolutely unrecognizable. You've got police banners here. Just want to be really quiet because there are people inside. But they do body repairs here. But that is freaking cooked. It's honestly just shocking. Having a look at some of the sites out here and then doing a car review, seeing something completely polished and done up from head to toe, it's just a huge contrast. And for me, it actually hits me quite emotionally. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. Definitely going to make our way over to potentially Springbank Drive, Springbank in Tullamarine. As it is, guys, this has been a very interesting tale and trip into the dark world of the stolen and recovered cars out here. It is interesting to see what actually happens behind these institutions, whether or not they are actually wrecking, whether or not they are fixing these cars as true panel beaters. We do not know, but the extent is that there are so many abandoned cars here doing things like that, dumping them. It is illegal in a lot of ways, guys. Alright guys, so we've just pulled up Springbank Street. We are going to make our way there. It's 15
Head
kilometers.
west on Halley Crescent towards Truck
But I
City
think
Drive.
we need to see what this is all about, guys. Alright lads, we are now
In 200
here
meters, you will arrive at your destination.
in Tullamarine. So we are basically here purely because the driver for Campbellfield told us to come here. And guys, look what we found. Oh my lord. Oh guys, take a look at this. It has to be one of the most unsightly things I've ever seen in my entire car life. Look at this. This is ridiculous. What? Cars that are burnt. Oh my god, literally. What the This is wild. There's literally burnt cars in every way, shape and form. I don't know if they're insurance jobs or in any way malicious, but literally all kinds of vehicles out here. It's actually wild. So out here in Tullamarine, we are close to a lot of the main wreckers out here. We've got Mannheim options, we've got Pickles, and yeah, this is just a little showcase of just that. I'm not actually allowed to go in, so oh, look at this Trident, absolutely unrecognizable. Oh my god, that's an RACV car. What? That is messed up. Holy moly, check it out. Oh, that's an F-150 fully burnt down. Oh my god. Wow. I don't know what you guys can see through there, but oh my lord, these cars are burnt beyond recognition. This by far has to be the most cooked thing I've ever seen when it comes to cars. Literally burnt to a pulp. We've got all these cars getting picked up. It's the driver from before, guys. He's here. Oh my god, but wow. Just trying to take this all in. It is literally a full graveyard. Look at that Mercedes over there. Oh my lord. Look at this. What the heck has happened, bro? Oh my freaking god. We can just walk around here, and I think this is enough to say about what happens to some of these cars. Stolen, recovered, burnt down, taken for a joyride, gone wrong. Moly guys. What is this place? You can literally see a guy putting a car up on the triple story of that hoist there. Oh my god. That's mess. And then this thing, oh my dude. Oh my days, look at that. This has to be one of the harshest sights I have ever seen when it comes to anything related to cars, because this is just cooked. Wow, everything's just barricaded. Honestly guys, they don't want you to see anything. You can see the fences all up until the end, and then you can just get a sneak glimpse at what is behind. It's actually crazy. Hey mate, just filming a quick YouTube video. Okay, that's alright. Is this the wrecker's yard? Yeah, it looks like they really don't want me to film anything out here, but it is open for the public. This street is public property, so you can see. We won't be entering their premises in any way, shape or form, but holy shit, I've never seen anything like that. That is truly the extent of what happens to a stolen and recovered car. We're just gonna go down to see some of the cars out here on this main street. This is called Springbank Street in Tullamarine. And already it's a lot nicer of a place compared to Campbellfield. And compared to Dandenong, there is much more order. I guess because it's so close to one of the biggest wreckers around, Pickles, Mannheim. It's a lot easier to just push the car in literally, or trailer it in, tow it in. Yeah, this has been very, very eye-opening, if I have to be completely honest with you guys. We are walking on the street, and as you can see, cars are all parked up here, possibly people that work here, and cars that are potentially being prepared to be chucked into the auctions. Got a guy here with his AU. Just doing a little stroll around. You can see this is the Pickles auction just over there. Definitely auctioning and salvaging off a few cars here. You can see all stacked up there. This, you've got bumpers falling off and everything. Brand new S3 over there as well. Oh my god, look at that Land Rover, completely crushed. I don't know how well this camera is picking up everything, but guys, just having a look in there and seeing the extremities of all these damaged cars. Literally things are open, hanging out. This guy's picking up that car via forklift, literally, right now. It's a full Prado Land Cruiser. Oh, he's sending it our way. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, he's gonna hit the other side. You always wonder what happens to these insurance cars, whether or not they end up in new hands, whether or not they end up being fixed. But in many cases, they don't. They die. And they die out here. So we've discovered 3 different crazy locations out here in Melbourne alone. I really hope that you guys do your due diligence when purchasing a car from a car yard, a car dealer, someone selling a car, whether or not it's on the written off vehicles register. I just want you guys to be fully aware that those cars have had damage before. Whether or not you see it on the exterior, maybe it's mechanical damage, you really do not know the extent of the damage that these vehicles have had when the crooks stole it. Did they overheat the engine? Did they blow it up? Did they then fix it? We don't know, but engineers are able to put these repairable write-off cars back on the street so that they can be registered and in a lot of ways reinsured by insurance companies. So this cycle of stolen and recovered, this can continue on for many iterations. And I'm not going to say that some cars that are fully repaired are in fact damaged. They can be completely sound in every way, shape and form, but I just want you guys to do your due diligence so that you know what is actually a good car from a bad car, and potentially you might pick yourself up a good deal when it comes to buying one of these stolen and recovered vehicles. So do a check on PPSR and find out what is the real truth according to the paperwork and the documentation, because it's something that you could buy and you couldn't even register yourself. So these are all a lot of different aspects of buying cars, and something that you may slip up on eventually, and I definitely have had my fair share of bad luck. So I just want you guys to know all of these things. So yeah, this has been a crazy tour of Melbourne and the dark underworld, the stolen and recovered cars, also wrecked, abandoned, and the dead cars. But yeah guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. We got a truck going past, taking out the trash. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. I've got some killer content to come as well. This is the first of many documentaries to come, guys. And we've made it back here at what we see as one of the most cruel and harshest things I have ever seen. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video once again. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are about stolen and recovered vehicles. I know a very controversial topic in a lot of ways, but we'd love to start a conversation in the comments below. If you guys want to see more, hit that subscribe button, because there's a lot more crazy car documentaries and more to come very soon.